Hi there, welcome back to my channel. A little bit about everything. I made a video yesterday, and the video was about a command on Cura, which was called ironing, as in ironing clothes with an iron. And this feature permits you to give a smoother surface with less ripples or deviations or imperfections on its surface. Now, I tried it on the top surface, okay, and I found it to be almost, with PLA, almost perfect. Like I don't know what it would be like with PETG, right? Because it has different print characteristics, but with PLA it works great. So an application for this would be like if you had were creating a panel and you wanted to put a switch, and you wanted to actually tell the user whether it's off or on. There are many ways you can do that. You can wire it with a light, and as soon as you turn it on, the light would come on, right? Stuff like that. But just as far as a decal or a dashboard decal, okay, I'm gonna make a very simple off and on toggle switch. I'm gonna just make one model, but I'm gonna slice it differently, one with and one without. And what I'm curious about knowing if it's gonna happen is this only gonna add, like, I'm gonna raise the border around that plate, and I'm going to put down some text off and on. Now I'm curious to know if Cura is going to think the top layer is that edge, that raised edge, and the text, or is it going to look at the surface area underneath that raised portion of that plate. So I'm curious to know how this is going to work, if it's going to work. And like, I'm hoping it's going to be a flat surface and a smooth surface, and the raised portion area is probably going to end up smoothed out as well, but I don't know yet. You have to watch the rest of the video to find out, because I don't know either. So let's get started. And here we are in a full screen. I'm going to start off with a sketch. I'm going to put it on the top view. There it is. And this is set on millimeters, I believe. Here in millimeters, yep. Okay, so we're going to start off with a sketch. Start off with a rectangle. And I'm going to actually start off at the origin. So here, here. Now I'm going to escape from that command, and I'm going to put some dimensions on here. I think somewhere is about, just saves time's sake, maybe 45 millimeters. And go over here and do another 45. Okay. Escape from that command. Now click on here and go press pull. And to save time, I have to go 4 or 5 millimeters, because if I go less, it struggles with infill, and Actually, the problem I had yesterday with the printer was the temperature was too low on it and it wouldn't stick to the build plate. But with this, I'll go 4 millimeters, and there you have the plate. Now on top of this, I'm going to, and I'm not sure, the raised features are rounded off, I think. But I'm just going to do another sketch on top of this. And take a line, hit the corners. Okay, this is going to be my raised edge, but and normally I wouldn't do this with corners where you can actually stick your finger or something. It's not really people friendly if you do it that way. But this is just for print's sake, like quick proof of concept, I should say. Now a millimeter should be enough, but I'll go 1.5. And that's my contour. Okay, and now I want to poke a hole in that. If I could find the center of this thing here. There's the center. That's around 10 millimeter hole I have to put in there. And some text. Right, so I'll put on here and off on the bottom. So where's my tools? Text, tools, modify. No. Text. Alright. For some reason it snapped onto the grid. Just repeat the text and go here. Sample text we're going to put on in capital letters. And then return, or oh, I have to click OK over here. Height is on 10. I'm going to put it at 8 maybe, or 7. That's more like it. And do the same thing again, repeat text. Go here and put an off. OFF. Oops. OFF. Okay, I'm going to put it in bold. Click OK. Edit text. I'm going to put it in bold as well. Okay. Emboss, I think. What's emboss? Oh, raised. That's what I'm going to do. Emboss. Sketch profiles. Faces. That one I have selected, and 2 sketch profiles. Select faces on a solid body to emboss. Now what happens if I click OK to this? I can raise it or embed it. I'm going to raise it. Inspect and section analyses, and I go in here. Yep, it's raised. Okay, I have to know by how much though. So I'm going to cancel this and inspect with my tape. It's 2 millimeters. That's by how much they raised it. Oh, sorry, you're crooked. Okay, so now I'm going to raise the edge if I can. If I go back in the timeline, and go back to my sketch, or I should be able to click on this if I... No. This surface, press pull, and I want 2 millimeters. The same as the text. And I'm going to join it. Okay. So now if I... Oh, sorry. If I go here and I close off my sketches, I'm left with this. There should be a hole right here. Oh no, it was part of my sketch. I didn't press pull. Okay, go back to my sketch. Okay, edit sketch. Go here, press pull, and I'm gonna go -10, just to make sure I make it through. And it's on cut. Cut away. There it is. So I'm going to print 2 of those, and I want to see if that ironing command is going to just do the top of these, or it's going to do this and this at the same time, or just one of them. So I'm going to get this to Cura. Okay, so this component, I have to create a component so I can actually click over here and create an STL. That way I bring it over to Cura. There it is on the build plate. Get a better look at it. So here, I'm going to leave everything alone except for that ironing command. Ironing enabled. I don't want a zigzag pattern. Now concentric would mean a circle, wouldn't it? I don't know. Okay, ironing spacing 0.1, flow 10%, inset, that's from the edges. You don't go right up to the edges in this command. The speed 16, so it's slowed down a bit compared to 50. It's like 60% to 65% slowed down, if not more. Alright, so I'm going to save that. So first one's going to be with, and the other one's going to be without. Well, the 2 prints are done, and they're right here. And there is a difference. There's something that I didn't notice when I first started out making these about the command, and I'll tell you that later at the end of the video. Okay, this side has the ironing command on, but it was only on the top layer. If there's a checkbox you can check, and it says if you put the ironing command on and you don't check this box, it's going to make every layer smooth. The print's a little bit more difficult, and the print came unglued from the build plate. It didn't adhere to the build plate anymore because there was too many layers and too much heat being put into the part. Okay, so this one has that ironing command on, and you can tell the center, in the center of that bead, that the outskirts is risen, right? And you can tell it's smooth. But if you look on the other one, you notice 3 paths. There are 3 paths going on. Maybe even 4 in an overlap, you know? But you can see the path. It's more evident on this piece. Compare that to that. You can tell it tried to smoothen out the center or the middle of these prints. So you can do it throughout the piece to get, you can put the iron command on throughout the piece to get that surface smooth, and the brim, everything you see can be smoothed out. But it adds more time, and sometimes it comes undone from the build table. And this is the quality you'd get without that smoothing, that ironing command.